Rav Shmuel Munkis was once in shul, and they had a Magid come. So the Magid, usually, back then, we're talking about 150 years ago, 200 years ago, the Magidim used to go to different shuls, give a speech, they used to give them money, go back home, do the same thing in different towns. So he was sitting one time in the speech, this Rav Shmuel Munkis, and the Magid got up. And he says, Rabbotai, I came to tell you, you're all going to Gehinnom. That's how he started off. You have no Torah, you have no mitzvot, nothing. There's no tzaddikim. This is the story. I'm not saying this. So he's saying that. There's no tzaddikim in your community. Everybody's wicked. And they're all crying. And he's happy because he accomplished what he wanted to do. Make everybody do teshubah. After he finished, they're all crying. We want to make teshubah. Okay, we're bad people. We don't know how to change. And he left. He got his paycheck. I don't know how they paid him afterwards. But he got a paycheck. And he left. This Rav Shmuel Munkis followed him to the hotel. He followed him to the hotel. He knocked on his door. He says, can I speak with you for a second? He says, of course. He goes, I was just in your speech and I was very moved. It moved me to teshubah. And you're right. We're all wicked. We're all going to Gehinnom. There's no tzaddikim. We're all resha'im. He goes, see, I know exactly. You're all resha'im. You're all going to Gehinnom. There's no tzaddikim. He goes, that's exactly why I came. So why'd you come? He goes, one second. He takes out from his pocket a long knife. So the guy tells him, what are you doing with this knife? He goes, look, since you said there's no righteous people over here, Saddiqim, we're all going to Gehinnom and we're all Rasha'im, we don't have any Saddiqim in the cemetery. So maybe you consider yourself a holy person and a righteous individual and a Saddiq, maybe you can be the first Saddiq in the cemetery. So I came to take the knife and I want to make sha'ita on you. So please say Anna and Vidui before, I shecht you. Because now's the time to come. He goes, no. I didn't mean that. You got me all wrong. He said, no, I know you're a Saddiq. You're the only one going to Gan Eden. And now Hashem, and he starts sharpening his knife, sharpening it. L'Hashem yichud kutsha b'richu shchinteh, hareni ba lekayem mitzvat shechita. He says, no, you're right. I'm also wicked. I'm also going to Gehinnom. I'm not a good person. He says, so if you just admitted it right now, how dare you stand up in front of everybody in the shul and say we're all going to Gehinnom, we're all Resha'im, we have no Harak Lamabah. How dare you speak about another Jew like that? If you yourself just said you're not the best person, how can you say we're all going to Gehinnom? You understand what Rabbotai? It's so easy for us to see the negative in other people. It's so easy. It's so easy to see the negative. This guy and this guy and this guy. But it's very hard to see the positive in other people. That's the third eye you should have. That's the spiritual eye you should have, and see the positive in other people.